Welcome to Pamodzi Creatives Inspirational Women of Portsmouth Awards. Of course, I am your host, the fabulous Josh, and welcome to the wonderful new Theatre Royal. I'm obviously alone tonight and we are social distancing, but I have got with me Pompey legend and absolute icon, Amba Tremaine.
Whatever you want, whatever you need, anything you want done, baby, I'll do it naturally, 'cause I'm every woman, it's all in me.
Amba Tremaine,
Woo!
Hi.
Hello.
That was quite a fun performance, wasn't
That was really, really fun. I felt like I needed to get it off my chest.
it? Before we need to go to the awards, we just need to get that off.
We just needed to do that first. Yeah.
Welcome. We're here.
Thank you for having me.
No worries. I'm so glad you're here. I've seen you for the last couple of years at the awards, but I'm so glad that we finally get to host it together.
I know. I feel like this was a dream destiny duo.
We are Holly and Phil. I'm Holly. You're Phil.
I'm Phil. And with that in mind, tonight, through the power of technology, we are here to honour some inspirational women of our island of Portsea. From arts and sports to health and community, the wide range of industries and roles these women take on speaks volumes about the female spirit in Portsmouth. From arts and sports to health and community, the wide range of industries and roles that women take on speaks volumes about the female spirit that lives in our neighbours, friends, families, colleagues, and of course, inside ourselves.
Obviously, things are a little bit different this year, but that doesn't mean that they're any less important or poignant. Pamodzi means bringing together, and the connection that we'd usually feel in a room together doesn't mean that it has to be lost completely. On the contrary, connection has made what has been a difficult year a more manageable one. From our frontline and key workers, we thank you from the bottom of our heart for all of the incredible work that you have done this year, making sure that connection is something that is definitely not lost.
And in honour of that spirit, we'd like to take just 1 minute to think and honour all those whose lives have changed drastically due to the COVID-19 pandemic. As always, with these awards, we like to honour everybody that's been nominated, and there were actually 259 people nominated this year.
Amazing.
And in light of that, our awards are given not to those as winners, but as award recipients.
The recipients are chosen by a team of female powerhouses and local Pompey trailblazers. On tonight's menu, we've got a whole host of things. We've got poetry, we've got singing, we've just got loads of lols.
So many.
But can I just take a moment to acknowledge this beautiful fashion? I mean, This is good. I mean, you're going to get full look later, but this dress is everything.
Let's be honest, right? I've done the sequins, but this is our shining star.
What can I say? What can I say? It's, you know, just at the office, me.
Bespoke.
You know, just at the office, just a day look. You know how it is.
And what an office.
yeah, exactly.
So without further ado, we're going to jump straight into our first batch of awards, which I think is a personal favourite of both Josh and mine, the arts.
Yes, of course.
And even though the echoes of the stalls are empty, the show must go on. That painting has to be finished, that poem has to be complete, expression is paramount to the way we live our lives, and these nominations inspire just that. And here is the category.
And our first recipient of the award for the arts is Pippa Bostock.
Thank you so much. I can't even begin to tell you how much this means. Wow, still taken aback, but thank you. I'd just like to say a few thank yous, if I may, to my incredible colleagues at the University of Portsmouth, particularly Trevor Keeble and Alex Councillor, you guys, words can't cover it. And also particularly to my colleagues at Portsmouth Creatives, Terry, Tim, James, Paul and Pete. It's just a pleasure to work with you every single day, so thank you. And I have to say a huge thank you to my parents and also to my 3 kids. It's the reason I get up in the morning, so thank you.
Hello, Pippa.
Hi.
Questions for you. I'd like to know, how did you get to where you are now?
I think that's one of those questions. It's a strange journey, really. I finished my degree in psychology, started working at the university and fell into a love of research. I've always been passionate about theatres and creative industries. I've been practicing and doing shows since I was 13, so it's such a lovely venue to be in here today as well. For me, I've been passionate about supporting the creative industries. I've worked in that area since 2002 in the creative industries, so yeah. For me, it's about doing anything we can to help and to support those creative industries. It's a huge growth area, but we just want to give it every support that we can.
Amen. Amen.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And what are you most proud of achieving in this past year?
I think we should all be pretty proud of surviving.
yeah. I think we're with you on that one.
There's three things for me that really stand out. Back in June of last year, we won £5.2 million to create the Centre for Creative and Immersive Art at the university, which is
I think that counts. That's
just huge.
That's
There's a huge
amazing.
support from Silent Lap and from the university, so that's a big one that I'm very proud of. But I think possibly the proudest one was standing there with Portsmouth Creates at the We Create Market.
Oh, that was amazing, by the way.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of money there.
It was just seeing what it meant to everyone and having everyone back in that space, and huge shouts out to the inspirational woman that is Terry Hall as well, because she made that happen, her and the Victorious team. So it was a pleasure to be part of that and seeing what it meant to everyone. And I think just getting everyone through this and working together with other amazing women.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And for the second award recipient for the arts is Guilt Tripping.
Wow, thank you so much for the introduction. And we are incredibly grateful to be award recipients of one of this year's Pamodzi Awards. What an honour to be selected for our contribution to the arts in the city that we live.
These Inspirational Women of Portsmouth Awards are slowly becoming one of Portsmouth's most celebrated events of the year, with the nomination process allowing anyone to be put forward for recognition. Well done, and thank you to everyone here at Pamodzi, including all of those behind the scenes. We think you're doing an outstanding job of making your nominees feel celebrated and loved. And we've thoroughly enjoyed learning about some of the fabulous women that our city has to offer and the amazing things that they've achieved.
The award, however cliche it might sound, means the absolute world to us. The last year has been incredibly difficult for everybody. The pandemic has meant that there's been no work for those in the performance arts sector especially. With that being said though, and through all the heartache and upset, our performance community and supporters have been a constant in boosting morale and keeping spirits high. We have consistently tried to contribute in any way we can, going live with our kitchen concerts, our Instagram game show, online workshops, one-to-one vocal sessions with Jodie, and weekly check-ins, and Lindsay's month of mindfulness.
To be recognised for our contributions is the ultimate accomplishment, and to know that our aim of supporting, loving and providing humorous relief for our community hasn't gone unnoticed is a true privilege.
Guilt Tripping started out as a project that was all about fun as a group of friends who would regularly sing together. It made sense that with like-minded people, we're a family, and that's why people warm to us. We argue, we moan, normally when we're hungry or tired, but we encourage and support each other, and that shows in our performances and the banter we have between us on stage.
With everything we do, we try to make it come from a place of love, and we revel in one another's successes both in life and in business. We absolutely love seeing others succeed, and we support other people as much as we can, but women implicitly. We advocate and encourage body positivity. We really just want everyone to embrace and love the skin they're in. We also try to inspire others to aim high and live life without limitations. Obviously, the core of our art, the base of our craft, is the music. We sing old school and current R&B covers, transporting our own generation back through time, and we try and breathe new life into some of the classics from the genre for the upcoming generation. We try and team this with vibrant 90s inspired costumes and high energy dance routines, enabling our audience to escape the mundane and just try and have a bloody good time.
We wouldn't be able to do this without our wonderful tribe of humans around us. They support us, understand us and champion us our ways. We've got the wonderful Neptune girls. We've also had Liberty Lounge to work with alongside the UVG. Jen Sanchez and all our wonderful ladies at Liberty Lounge have been amazing to help us build up, keep going through the last year especially.
To all of our friends and family, Sue, Tony and John especially, for babysitting and for carpooling and for carrying equipment, coming to every single live gig, for all of the love and support, we couldn't do it without couldn't do it without you. And now I don't know where I am. Well done. A special thank you has to go to Lauren, who oversees rehearsals and styling. She helps with song selection and for being our photographer. She is practically just a silent fourth member. We love you and thank you. We want to thank all of you, everyone that we've had the honour of collaborating with, anyone that's ever booked us, for every single like and share on social media, for every view on our YouTube channel, and just to anyone that has been to a guilt tripping gig, got up and sung your heart out and shook your ass like no one was watching. We thank you.
Lastly, and by no means least, we really want to thank each and every one of you that nominated us for an award. It's been so humbling hearing that so many of you nominated, and we've been completely overwhelmed by all of your kind words. To be nominated in a category alongside some of the most inspiring women, for us especially, the likes of Rachel Horn, who being the Queen of Powerhouse Vocals, of course. She also works so tirelessly with other charities, having her original song, What's Inside, used for International Autism Day. Rooterbrook Art, who creates the most breathtaking vintage collages and surrealism using neon sprays and vibrant colours. We have to give a mention to Roxanne Chatburn, who through her art encapsulates both the vulnerability and the power of the female form. She's just incredible. Our beautiful friend Natalie Gunn, who's not only a sensational performer, she's the kindest, most compassionate human, but having previously run the King's Youth Theatre, is now fronting the Kindness Hub. We just want to say congratulations to everybody that got nominated. We've really enjoyed learning about your stories, and we've loved seeing you being celebrated.
I feel like we've talked for ages now. So one last time, we just want to say thank you to everyone here at Pamodzi. Thank you to everyone that nominated us. We're going to go and have a celebratory drink or 2 or 10 and watch the rest of the show. We can't wait to see all of the other award recipients.
And one last thing, it's been a year since the hashtag Be Kind movement started trending, and we just want to urge everybody to remember to be kind our ways. It's completely free and super important. The best place to start is to be kind to yourself. If you plant the seed, it will grow, it will flourish, and it will overspill.
Beautiful. Hi, girls. Hi. I wish we could actually give each other a hug, because it's been so long since we've seen you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So you talk quite a lot about the tribe and the group of women around you. You give some really good examples about that. So just tell us more about the people. How have they supported you? What does that look like over this last year?
You touched on that.
So basically, obviously we've done a lot of collaboration with our, we did the International Women's Day video with the Liberty Lounge last year, and that was incredible. We worked with so many women of Portsmouth, making sure that we included all different types of, of colour, of size, of beauty. We just made sure that we got everybody involved and wanted to celebrate. We did a bare naked selfie to embrace the natural look and everything, so that was incredible.
I think at the beginning of Jodie's speech, but she didn't mention it, was Charlie and Amber at UVG, because obviously if it wasn't for the UVG, we wouldn't have met, we probably wouldn't be together. And Charlie Fletcher's ongoing support, he's been incredible, and probably wouldn't have stayed together and still be together now if it wasn't for him, so we're really grateful. Who else? So many people to thank, because we're just out here living our best lives.
Living your best life.
Just doing what we all dreamed of doing when we was little.
Completely.
And the way we've just been welcomed by the community has been amazing. We've got some real hardcore fans that come to every gig and constantly build us up, and in turn we try and build them up, and it's just such a wonderful experience to be.
And we've got the privilege to work with the wonderful Neptune girls, like we said, like Carly and Grania.
Carly Ankersell and Grania Gregory, especially, because they just never say no.
Yeah.
We're like, we want to do this.
Give them a date.
How do you feel?
Yeah. Can you just rock up and... Amazing.
Yeah, it's just great support. It's been amazing.
Well, I've got one more question for you. What's been your proudest moment over the last year?
Aside from this, because this is unreal.
Definitely.
We was in the car outside. imagine if we've got it wrong.
And
How embarrassing is it going to be?
Just rock up.
Thanks for coming all dressed up, but we only wanted to get a bit back.
So to be nominated for this was my
Yeah,
moment
yeah,
in the first
definitely,
place, and then to get the message from the team to say you don't realise how many nominations you had, and these are just some examples of what people have said about you. We cried for a week. I can't even lie. To hear that people have taken the time out of their day to just say the most incredible things. Let's face it, we're just three bumbling idiots the majority of the time. We literally, but I mean, we try. There's effort there.
Well, you try and you look amazing and you sound amazing. So thank you so much, Guilt Tripping.
Thank you so much.
Business is up now, and the only thing I think I know about business is pure Joan Collins shoulder pad dynasty realness. I am aware that that is a mere fantasy, but there are actually some people that can scream, I own 51% of this company, and here they are.
And the award recipient for business is Charlotte Grant.
This is a little bit overwhelming actually and very surreal. Just to be nominated for an award was, just felt really special. So to win one or be the recipient of one is, is a really proud moment. I just wanted to say a massive thank you really to my lovely husband Joe for supporting me and going along with all my ideas, my wild business ideas. My family, especially my mum, she's been such a big inspiration to me. And I guess I'd really like to dedicate this award to our daughter, Olive, who was only with us for such a short time, but she managed to teach me so much about myself and about love and about the world. And without her, the Grateful Hearts Club wouldn't even be here today. So it's a really, really special time for me, actually, to think about that and the journey that I've been on. And I guess I believe that gratitude gives and brings hope, and I've certainly been a person that felt really hopeless. So if you're someone that feels like that, then I hope I'm a good example that there can be joy again. So thank you, everyone.
Amazing. A couple of questions for you, and I feel like you've just said so much about it, but why do you do what you do?
I guess I've really been on a journey in life and just with loss and with grief, and I found gratitude at a really difficult time, and I learnt about how important it was to help just reframe challenges and to find some joy and to find some hope in life. So I really wanted to just share that with people and to just be a person that can be positive and just be a source of inspiration, I guess, for those that feel like they need it.
Amazing. And how have you got to where you are?
It's been a lot of hard work. I guess having your own business is a dream, but there is a lot. You sort of live and breathe it, I guess. There's a lot that goes into it, but it's taken a lot of courage and a lot of determination and a lot of support. I'm so lucky I've got access to so many inspirational women just around me and in Portsmouth. I feel really grateful for that. It's been a real journey. I do something that scares me every day, but it's fun, it's really fun, and I'm really, really proud and grateful for it.
Amazing.
Brilliant, thank you. The award recipient for our second business award is Sarah Lewis. Our awards are all about tribes, all about the people around us. So who in the community has inspired you to be where you are today?
I'm incredibly lucky and fortunate to be surrounded by so many different tribes, from my school friends to my family to the people I now work with in the birth world, the teachers that I know even if I've never met them, that we work virtually together, but also the amazing, amazing women that I work with in the Informed Pregnancy, Birth and Beyond group. They inspire me every day in everything that they do to support women without any kind of reward, if you like. It's just about doing what we do because we're passionate about it.
Yeah, definitely. Keeping that passion and spirit alive.
Definitely.
As well as all that side of it, it has been a bit difficult year. So for you particularly, what has been the most difficult thing that you found over the last 12 months?
I think the hardest thing this year has been not being with people. So much of what I do is about being near them, be it a listening ear, a holding hand, a smile sometimes is all that somebody needs. Those mums who've had a really awful night and just need somebody to go, do you need a biscuit? That's been really, really hard. But I mean, I'm inspired by them every single day. I mean, this year has been nothing for me compared to all the mums out there who've had babies and have done it on their own. They are absolutely, truly amazing. So, yeah.
Sarah Lewis, thank you for the work that you do and for being an inspirational woman.
Thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Councillor Rob Wood, the Lord Mayor of Portsmouth, and I am with the Lady Mayoress, Debbie Wood.
Hello, everyone.
We are honoured and thrilled to help celebrate the Inspirational Women of Portsmouth Awards, awards which help mark International Women's Day. We understand there are 14 categories to the awards, but everyone here tonight deserves congratulations for their contribution and participation in this evening's celebration.
This has been an incredibly challenging and difficult year for the city, and now, more than ever, we must celebrate those around us making a positive impact to our community. This award event marks International Women's Day by celebrating the important role of women and girls in our city. But more importantly, these awards are unique in that they don't use the term winners, because there's recognition that women are inspirational because of the tribe and community around them.
This year's celebrations include several community-focused awards, with one particular award titled in honour of the late Anita Godson, who made a considerable impact with her work enabling training and employment opportunities for young adults with learning disabilities. The awards would not be possible without the support and sponsorship of organisations such as Bisco's Solicitors, Linguistica Translation and Recruitment, Liberty Photography, the New Theatre Royal, and Downtown Pompey. So thank you to those involved in arranging this, and I hope you all have an enjoyable evening. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, sports hasn't been easy this year, but it hasn't stopped the women in this category inspiring everybody to keep active.
And the award recipient for sport is Jessica Whitbourne.
Wow, look at this. That's fantastic. I just want to thank everyone that has supported me in this huge journey. Whoever thought that we'd be getting this far after all this lockdown in this whole year, it's been absolutely phenomenal. And I just want to thank whoever it was that nominated me, because you're fantastic, of course. And I never ever thought I'd ever be in this position. So I just want to thank everyone again for all the support through the whole year and making me be me and doing everything that I've been doing, because without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do it. So I just want to thank you all
good one. Here's to New Year.
And here's to a new year.
Jessica, congratulations.
Here's to a better year.
So tell us a bit more. Why is it that you do what you do?
Thank you. I just love seeing the students' faces in not just my dance school, love seeing the students' faces in not just my dance school, not just UK, but all around the world. Just seeing their faces when they achieve something they've been working on for such a long time, and just giving them opportunities that they may not have had ever, or may not even had in lockdown. So I go with the students. If they want something, I'll work hard.
We're here right now with you at the awards, but how did you get to where you are now?
I'm not really sure how I'm here.
One of those big, massive questions, really, isn't it? But chiefly what you could do.
I'm not really sure how I'm here, if I'm honest. As in, so I've been in Battenway since I was little. Since I was 3 years old, I wanted to represent my country, and I was really lucky at the age of 13 to then go on and represent England worldwide. And then I wanted to put the passion of what I do and what I love to everyone else. And I didn't just want to leave it. You know, when you look back, people just leave and go, I've had a great time, thank you. I wanted to be like, I've had a fantastic time. I want to give it back to everybody. So I just want, to tell everyone that I'm here, I can help you. If you want this, that and the other, I'll do it for you.
100%.
I just am here because I can give it to you, and I want everyone to get what I had. Does that make sense? It's just if you want it, I can give it to you, and I want everyone to get what I had and the love and the passion. My nan and granddad really if it wasn't for my coaches, my journey as an athlete, my parents, my nan and granddad really supported me through my journey as an athlete, and I can't thank them enough. But without all of the people on the way, so my coaches and everyone that supported me and said, you can do it, Jess, I wouldn't be here today. So that's, I assume that's what I did, and that's why all the kids absolutely love what they're doing. So I think it's fantastic.
Jessica, thank you for what you do. Thank you for your gorgeous energy, and congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
For the past 18 months, I've been running a project called Wearing Mum's Makeup. Wearing Mum's Makeup has been a way of engaging and bridging communities of women in Portsmouth, getting them into a space and ultimately being creative. Obviously, when the pandemic hit, all of our workshops and all of the great work that we're doing had to go for a halt. But that didn't mean that we couldn't stop creating. In the lockdown, a submission went out asking all of these women as part of the group to create a podcast in receipt of the idea of, where are you now? What's going on in your brain? It was meant to be a brain fart, a body belch, or just a bit of a heartburst, really. I'm excited to show you 4 excerpts of the podcast in visual form of what we got up to. First is, of course, Roni Edwards.
So, I'm in my garden, digging out chicken poo. Lots of it. As part of the ritual of having pet hens. Now, my youngest son asked if we could have a lazy half hour together, cuddled up in our favourite love seat. I'm embarrassed to admit this, but there's a dumb part of me that almost feels like I have to earn that downtime first. And now that bloody ivy tree has caught my eye as it mocks me with even more sprouting branches. I tried to prune it back last month. Oh, and the sunflower seeds need to be planted. And oh my giddy aunt, I forgot to send that email out, and the funding report for the next board meeting hasn't been, wait. I'm doing it again. Not being in the moment. Focusing on several things at once. I pause to stare at the patterns of dirt on my hand. This very moment is what my ancestors saw when they sang about me. My spirit mothers would have watched the mother of my mother's mother crouching in a similar position, frowning in concentration on what her hands were creating, while she negotiated several things in her mind. And those spirit mothers would have danced and laughed and spoken life to my name and all the quirks that would make me me. So I will bitch slap that ivy tree, but I'll do it slowly, breathe deeply through it, and then yes, I will dig out the chicken poo. It's not the ordered way of doing it. It's not sophisticated, but I have my own order in the case I've created, I guess, and that's okay. So I slow my pace, breathe deeply, get this done, because there's a small human waiting to be cuddled, and that bit is the most important.
We're back to showing another excerpt of the Wearing Mum's Makeup project. Here are the beautiful words of Lucy Ashton.
My name is Lucy. It comes from a Latin root meaning light, I used to feel that I always had to embody that light, being good, pure, positive. I felt a lot of pressure growing up to be the good girl. The kind one, the selfless one, the willing one, the helpful one, and to be quiet and obedient and complicit. People pleasing, that was my thing. The older I got, the more I resented that good girl expectation. I was always no trouble, really. And then in the next breath, I was too sensitive, too emotional, too needy, too opinionated. I just heard that I was too much. It wasn't really until my mid-30s that I started to realise that I was so used to staying small, so used to hiding and trying to fit the space allowed to me, I had become invisible. I remember vividly standing with a group of mothers, people I thought of as friends, in the playground waiting for our children at the end of the school day. We were all chatting, and then there was a subtle shift of bodies that excluded me from the circle, almost imperceptibly, as they began to arrange meeting up for a social gathering without our children. I was not invited. It was not explicit, but it was implicit. No one looked at me or mentioned my name. I wasn't asked if I could make that day or that time, or whether the venue was okay with me. In my head, I was screaming. I'm right here. I'm standing right here next to you. Why can't you see me? I walked home choking back tears because I did not want to look like the broken mother, the pathetic woman to strangers in the street. I got home, settled my kids, and hid in the loo to sob, alone and unseen. It broke something in me. Honestly, I cannot forget that moment. It hurts deeply, even now. It was a moment when the lack of acceptance hit me hard. I've done so much since then. Run my own business, ended a marriage, lived as a single mother, come out as queer, married a woman, returned to university, and through it all, I discovered much about who I really am. My light became a way to investigate what I kept hidden, a way to explore my shadows and let them come back into view. I carry that hurt with me even now. It puts a lump in my throat and tears threaten every time. And yet it was the moment I woke up and saw that I had made myself invisible by trying to be the woman everyone else expected, not the woman I am. Of course they didn't see me, because I did not exist. I was a flimsy facsimile of a woman mother that I had concocted in an attempt to blend in. These days, I am unapologetic, unashamed. I do not hide who I am. Now there are others in my life who see me, fully illuminated, who see and love the ways in which I shine, and who embrace my shadows with me. I am not a one-dimensional facsimile any longer. I am a 360-degree woman with my own stories to tell. And I am lucky that I have loved ones who live those stories with me, hand in hand for the duration or walking alongside for a chapter or two. Lucid is from the same root as my name, and I like to think these days that lucidity is what defines me. Awareness, a desire to live and speak with clarity. And it also means shiny and bright. There is a brightness now to my life that I take care to maintain, and those shadows creep alongside some days. I never let them overwhelm the shine. Clouds may drift across my sky, but there is always sunlight, or moonlight, to show me who I am and where I am on my path.
This next category is of significance due to the year we have all just had. we want to celebrate the healthcare organisations that have helped to support the community this year. Here is the next category. And the award recipient for health goes to Lynn Taylor.
Thank you for recognising and celebrating the amazing team I lead at St Ronan's Care Home. Every single person who works at St Ronan's is an inspiration to me. They've all gone above and beyond for our wonderful residents. Our vision is that we're a home that takes care of you like you're our family. And at a time when the whole world was told to stay at home, my team have continued to provide the highest quality care for our residents. But we don't just provide care for our residents, we love and treat them as the wonderful individuals that they are. I'm so proud of my team and I admire them all so much. It's impossible to put into words how challenging this past year has been. We've been through 2 outbreaks of COVID and we've lost so many wonderful and inspirational people to this dreadful disease. As a manager, I've felt this terrible weight of responsibility, asking so much of everyone. I find that the home I'm managing is not the home that I want to run. We miss being able to hold hands without gloves, smile without a mask, and watching my staff struggle with the sad deaths and the feelings of powerlessness over this terrible disease is truly heartbreaking. Our residents' relatives have been so supportive, and I struggle every day with the regulations that mean they cannot visit, when all we've wanted to do is fling open the doors and reunite the people. But despite all that COVID has thrown at us, we've continued to provide a warm, happy and fun atmosphere full of love and laughter in the most challenging times, and I am so very proud of that. I'd like also to take this opportunity to champion the whole care community in Portsmouth. There are over 1,500 people working in the care sector in this city, and every single one of them is truly courageous and an inspiration to us all. Finally, I'd just like to thank my parents for making me the strong, independent woman I am, and my beautiful daughter Lily, whose love and support has helped me get through this awful year. Thank you.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
Now our awards, there was an applause there. I had to stop for an applause. Our awards are primarily about celebrating the tribe around you that have helped you to be inspirational in the community. But is there anyone else you particularly want to say thank you for helping you get to this position?
Really, it is my team. My team are amazing. Without them, I couldn't do what I do. At times when, you know, it's been so difficult, they've just pushed us, every one of us, back up again and helped support each other and me. And so, yes, them are the main people.
So what is it that makes you do what you do?
The love for my residents. I adore them. Every single one of them has such an amazing story, and they have come to us at a time when, you know, they need some help and some care, but they need to be treated like individuals. So it's them that makes me do what I do.
That's amazing.
That's lovely. Thank you, Lynn.
Amazing. Thank you.
But you're doing me wrong, so
Role models are the people that we look up to, modelling behaviours that hopefully we can emulate in our everyday lives. Amber, do you have any role models?
Well, firstly, other than Shaka Khan.
Oh, yeah, that is such a good shout. I did not know you were going to say that. That's amazing.
Yeah, literally my spirit animal. But other than her, as an icon, I've got to say my mum and my beautiful sisters. We are a fierce force to be reckoned with. But just as they've inspired me, here is the category for those who have inspired others in their community.
The award recipient for Inspirational Role Model is Kirsty Meller.
Thank you. So, I cannot tell you how deeply grateful I am to be an award recipient in the category Inspirational Role Model. I would first and foremost like to take the opportunity to thank all the other inspiring women who have helped me through my life. It would have been impossible without you. Sorry.
Not at all.
I look back to 7 years ago. I was a frightened mother in an abusive relationship, gripping tightly to the foundations of life as it was being dragged away from me. Life was dim. Never did I think I would be able to escape this never-ending torment. The continuous storm without a chance of the wind blowing and unveiling a rainbow, the light at the end of the tunnel. That was until I was introduced to domestic abuse provisions in our city. I now stand here today as a survivor of domestic abuse, with a fire in my belly, wanting to fight tooth and nail to ensure that no one has to go through what I went through, so no one has to endure the torment that created chaos for my children and I. I know all too well the feelings of hopelessness and helplessness, and I know that if you are experiencing domestic abuse, that there is help out there. Who would have thought that out of such damage could come the freedom I have now? My fellow sisters and I will not sit back and remain silent about violence against women and girls. We will continue to speak out. I don't have long to speak, so I wanted to leave you with this. There is nothing so pure or so inspiring or uplifting than seeing someone be completely comfortable in themselves. Women, we cannot do this without each other. Be bold, be courageous, be gorgeous, take risks, stand up to adversity, and never let anyone put you down. This is for the 1.6 million women who've experienced domestic abuse. Thank you.
Wow. Kirsty, thank you for all of the work. Sorry? No, you're good. Thank you for all of the work. I know how hard you work, and your story is amazing.
Thank you.
But what I would like to ask you is about the fact that we talk about tribes, tribes of women that pick us up and lift us. Who are those people for you?
So, I mean, ultimately, the person, and she is my idol, my role model, is my mum. Mum grew up in the East End of Glasgow and lived in a really socially deprived area in a tenement building. And I remember her telling me a story one time of, she lived with her mum, dad and her two brothers, and in the kitchen there was a fold-up bed in the recess, and the boys were just winding her up something rotten on the day, so she just lifted the bed up and folded them up in it. So she's kind of given me, you know, that kind of oomph to stand up to adversity. But I've had the privilege actually to work with so many amazing women in Portsmouth, particularly Project Catalyst at Parks. They're a group of young activists, women that you know, speak about the elephant in the room, which is sexual violence. So yeah, we're very, very grateful and very lucky to be surrounded by such fantastic women in Portsmouth.
Definitely, 100%.
Thank you.
And of course, it's been quite a difficult year this year.
Yeah.
So for you, what has been the most difficult thing to overcome?
So my little boy's got autism and Tourette's, and initially homeschooling was just absolutely crazy. And then we kind of created spaces around the house to kind of deal with that.
So along with the random ticks that come out every day, we have really missed being with our family. We're a very close family. I'm also quite a tactile person and really enjoy hugging. So I've really missed, not being able to hug my friends and family. And some of my best memories are when I'm with my family. So I'm really looking forward to seeing them again.
So close.
Yeah.
Kirsty,
Yes.
you really are an inspirational role model. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Oh, yeah. Thank you. I'm not taking those vases.
No.
You can leave the vases.
Leave the vases. Speaking of inspirational women, we couldn't do an Inspirational Women of Portsmouth Awards without acknowledging the icon that is Naomi Gibbs, who actually made my garment this evening, and we're actually outside her office. So there you go. So just a massive shout out to Naomi, who usually does a fashion show every year, an amazing fashion show that she curates. But obviously we're not doing it this year, so massive shout out to her. So thanks very much, Naomi. You are an inspirational woman.
And our next category is Inspirational Elder. Now, before you get offended, elder is not defined by age, but by knowledge. And the award recipient for Inspirational Elder is Susie Horton.
Yes.
I actually say I'm in shock about being nominated, let alone being a recipient. And I have loved reading all the testimonials of everyone else who's been nominated. And I'm particularly actually honoured to be called an elder. I actually see my life as a series of chapters. And if someone had told me that when I started it as a young teacher that I'd be a politician, I would have said absolutely no way. My entire career, though, has been in education, as a teacher, as a trainer, as a university lecturer, and in recent years as a very privileged position of being on the Cabinet at Portsmouth City Council for Education. But from where I'm standing now, I can see how all of those experiences have woven together to lead me to this exciting mix of politics and education. But of course, our lives are more than our working lives. And as I've got older, I've seen the boundaries between my working life and outside of work becoming more and more fuzzy, even though there's been some constant threads. I've always loved helping others to flourish and to become the best version of themselves. I've always wanted for people to have a love of learning. And I've always encouraged others to join me in pushing the boundaries out of your comfort zone. And I believe that we have this internal barometer that tells us when we're on the right path, and we have to listen to that. And we have to focus on what we want to be like rather than what we want others to be, us to be. I can't possibly name check everyone who's been with me on this journey. I've had a lot of support. I have to say that a lot of people know that I have an 81-year-old mother and a 102-year-old grandmother who keep me firmly grounded. But actually, there's also someone I'd like to mention today. It's my, if I could be anyone else in this world, person. And sadly, she died last week. So Auntie Mazza, aka number 2 mum, I'm thinking of you as I really, really gratefully accept this award.
Amazing to see you here, Susie. I've got a couple of questions for you. I'd like to know, how have you got to where you are now?
I think I have just always listened to that little bit inside me that said, do this next. And when I've been too scared to do it, I've just pushed myself out of my comfort zone and just said, let's see what happens. And I've been so lucky to always do things that I love doing. So as soon as any chapter in my life was kind of getting to the point where I thought, you know what, this is not really setting me alight anymore, I've then gone on to the next chapter.
That's so important.
Yeah, that is so good.
That's good advice to take away as well.
Yeah.
What have you found particularly difficult in this last year?
Well, like a lot of people, I think it's a disconnection of the people around you who support you. I've had to take on a full-time caring role, plus work as well, and my admiration for full-time carers has shot through the roof having that personal experience. But I've just missed the people who could support my family, but also the people who make me laugh and have fun. So that's what I've missed the most.
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Can't wait.
Massive, massive congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Yes.
Oh.
And just come down this way.
Whitney once said that she believed that children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. And I think that's true, actually. Both Amber and I, in our Muggle lives, work with young people, and their strength, determination and gusto is unparalleled to any young person or youth in the country. Here are the award recipients for Inspirational Young Person and the Claire Marsh Foundation for Inspirational Young Person in Sports.
And the award recipient for Inspirational Young Woman is Keely Sanderson. Congratulations, Keely. I'd love to know why you do what you do.
I like to work with younger children because they make me feel inspired, make me feel like I can... Well, I'm not really sure, I
just love doing it.
Yeah, I just like doing
it.
Yeah. And of course, you're inspired by your own family and your siblings,
yeah,
right?
I'm inspired by my siblings, so yeah.
That's a madhouse, right? So tell me, what are you most proud of in the last year?
I'm proud of getting up every day and fighting my anxiety and not letting my anxiety get to me.
Yes.
That's
and
incredible.
Yeah.
Keep on going.
That's amazing.
And it's been a really tricky year, isn't it?
Yes, very tricky.
Yeah, so well done. Massive congratulations to you.
Thank you.
I believe that you can't be what you can't see, and that all girls deserve to learn from and be inspired by relatable role models who are women.
The Girls Network is a charity that aims to empower and inspire girls aged 14 to 19 by matching them to a mentor and a network of professional female role models. We open up a world of opportunities to girls from the least advantaged communities.
Girls are matched one-to-one with a professional woman who acts as their mentor for the year. The mentoring is personalised and the woman supports that girl whatever it is that she wants to do, whatever challenges she might be facing. The girls also receive workshops, networking events, work experience, and then at the end of the year they join our ambassador programme. And this means that they're part of a network of women in organisations, passionate people, there for them for as long as they want to engage with them.
Hi everyone, my name's Claire Marsh and I'm delighted to be here today to present the Young Inspirational Woman Award for the sports category. Now this award has launched my foundation, the Claire Marsh Foundation, which has been set up to assist and support young gifted and talented sports people. The recipient of this award will not only receive the award but a £250 grant from my foundation to put towards sports development. So without further ado, I'll tell you who the award recipient is. Emma Walker. So let me tell you a bit about Emma's nomination first. Emma is a GB gymnast, getting into the team in 2020 aged just 16. She has come back from an operation on her knee, having responded to that setback with resilience and determination to heal. As well as training and studying at Portsmouth College, Emma takes time out to volunteer to coach and mentor young girls in her community aged 6 to 9 years old, helping the younger girls to build their confidence through movement and sport. I have had the pleasure of coaching Emma, and she is a kind and respectful young woman who just does her best to inspire and help others. She is a talented athlete, but she is also humble and generous with her time in helping to mentor young girls. I saw this category and I couldn't think of a young woman more deserving of some recognition.
Thank you. I'd like to thank Gemma Green for this nomination and believing in me. My parents for never letting me give up on the bad days and teaching me perseverance, determination that I carry with me daily. Portsmouth School of Gymnastics for giving me the opportunity to coach a development squad and believing in me as a coach and as a gymnast. Hema, my personal coach, who has never given up on me, always pushing me to do better and being like a big sister. I started gymnastics at a very young age. I love the adrenaline and the rush the sport gives me. I enjoy coaching the younger girls, and when they achieve a skill that they have found challenging, it makes me incredibly happy for them. Besides food, one thing that drives me every day would be proving people wrong and being able to do skills not many can do. I am where I am today because of the support from my family and friends. My biggest achievement to date is being selected as part of the GB Women's Team Gym team in 2019. I dislocated my knee in 2018, but with hard work and determination, I managed to compete within just 6 months of my injury. I'm hoping to represent Great Britain in December at European Championships. The most difficult part of last year has definitely been COVID and the closure of gyms and my college. But I set myself one goal a day to achieve to get my motivation back. If I could say anything to younger girls, it'd be turn negatives into positives, never give up, and nothing is impossible. My favourite quote is, keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. Thank you.
Yeah.
Woo!
Absolutely amazing. Emma, I feel like we've heard everything we need to hear. That was a fantastic speech. Just want to say a massive congratulations. Well done.
Well done.
Michelle Obama once said that the difference between a broken community and a thriving one is the presence of women who are valued, which is why our community awards exist as a collection rather than one standalone award. The award recipient for the first in our community category is Rachel Stella Layton.
Thank you so much, everyone. I'd like to firstly let you know that the reason I do everything I do is because, one, I'm really proud to be from Portsmouth, and I really love my city, and I really respect everybody in it, and I think you're all amazing, and thank you so much for being involved in everything I do.
Amazing. Rachel, I wish I could give you a hug. It's so good to see you. Rachel, obviously Pamodzi is all about the tribes of women around you that support you to do what you do. So who are those people and how do they inspire you?
So the people that have inspired me to do what I do and how are the reason I do what I do. My nan Stella, she's in heaven now, but she was the main reason I'm such a person that loves the community, because she helped me do everything I do. She was the same when she was alive. She did everything for the community. And also Jackie Robertson, she's no longer here, but every event I've ever done in Portsmouth, she was right by my side. It scares me emotional. So to her. And my best friend Grace, because she's my partner in crime and we do everything together. Every event, Grace is there. So yeah, those three people, I wouldn't be where I am today without, so thank you.
Amazing. And what drives you? What gives you that passion and drive to do what you do?
I just love to dance, and I love everything about dance. I think it gives you skills that nothing else can give you. It teaches you lessons and discipline, and it just gives you a chance to express yourself. And I just want Portsmouth to be the best city it can. So go us, play up Pompey.
Rachel, you're amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you everyone. I didn't know where to
You walk this way?
Thank you.
And the second award recipient for community is Charlotte Gerarda.
Thank you so much. I firstly just want to thank Pamodzi for organising this fantastic event and such a brilliant opportunity for Inspirational Portsmouth women to come together. I'm so honoured and I'm so grateful to receive this award, so thank you so much. I also wanted to just take a moment to recognise all the other fantastic women in Portsmouth who make the city such a great place to live. They work incredibly hard, so huge thanks to them. I also want to thank all of the people behind the Portsmouth Coronavirus Support Group. There's a big team of us, a team of volunteers that help to build such a strong online community. And I wanted to say a massive thanks to them and also to the members. It's just so beautiful every day to see acts of kindness and mutual aid and solidarity happen between the people of Portsmouth. So huge thanks to all of them. What we can see from the last 12 months is that clearly Portsmouth has a really strong sense of community, and it would just be brilliant to be able to build on that sense of civic-mindedness and solidarity and mutual aid beyond COVID. Lastly, I just want to say I'm in awe of all the inspirational Portsmouth women, and I stand among them really proudly, and I just hope that in the coming weeks, months and years, I have more opportunities to work with them and get to know them. So thank you so much again. Thank you.
Oh, congratulations, Charlotte. That was amazing. A couple of questions for you. Why is it you do what you do?
Well, I've come from a working class background, migrant background, and obviously the sort of difficulties that you face growing up with that kind of upbringing, and then in particular, when I was at college, my dad was diagnosed with Huntington's disease, and his health deteriorated, quite quickly after a number of years. And when you've experienced things like that, you've been to the absolute bottom of, the depths of your life, and you just, the depths of misery and sadness, and you face such big challenges in your life, you build a sense of empathy and understanding about the challenges that other people face as well. So it's just, I'm so pleased with all the things that I've managed to do in my life and all the opportunities that have come my way because of the people that have supported me. So the least I feel I can do is give back to the community and support other people as well.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
What would you say has been your proudest moment in this last year?
Well, I mean, obviously setting up Portsmouth Coronavirus Support Group has been an amazing experience, and over the summer we set up a sort of mutual aid hotline as well for people to call if they were self-isolating, needing support. So building something like that from scratch has been incredible. But also I'm really proud that I'm about to stand in the local elections coming up this May in the ward of Central Southsea for the Labour Party. So for someone who's come from a working class migrant background, I sort of take the pride of my family and everything in terms of the background I've come from, to be able to have the opportunity to stand and to make a difference politically is just an incredible thing. So
that's incredible, isn't it?
That's brilliant.
Well done.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Hi, I am Becca and I am an award recipient for the Community Award. I am so humbled and grateful to receive this award. It means the absolute world. I'm so grateful for the people that nominated me. When they got in touch to say they had put me forward, it was just an incredible feeling because these people themselves are such inspirations and do such important work in the community. I have been nominated for this award partly because of my work with the Literacy Hubs, which is the charity that I am CEO and founder of. The Literacy Hubs supports communities across Portsmouth to gain the literacy skills they need to thrive. And our first hub, the Pompey Pirates, launched in September 2020. The Pompey Pirates is a unique, adventurous learning environment that supports children from the least advantaged communities to catch up on their literacy skills and fall in love with reading and writing. I couldn't do what I do without an incredible community around me. The team of volunteers that give their time so generously, my board of trustees who are just such a support, and the incredible women that I get to work with on a daily basis. Thank you again for this award. It really is just an honour, and I'm so sorry I'm not with you in person this evening.
And the fourth recipient of our community awards are Sophie Baker.
Thank you so much. I've always imagined what it'd be like winning something like this, and I can confirm it is everything and more. There are so many people that are behind this award, and I feel that I would love to name everyone individually, but there are literally thousands. The community, the PO community, as soon as I put this appeal out, everyone just jumped on board and were just so selfless and giving and kind, and it warmed me inside. The amount of people that we've helped, 130 children had wishes come true. 54 families were given hope at a time where it was quite hard to come by. my family and friends stuck by me through my impulsiveness. I come up with these crazy ideas and they all get dragged into it, but they all just embrace it and love me for who I am. My incredible husband, who, if there was an Inspirational Man award, he would win in my eyes all day long. My children, they are my fire starters, my wildflowers, and hopefully I'm teaching them how to be good people. And yeah, I'm just very emotional. I just feel honoured, absolutely honoured. Thank you so much, everyone.
Congratulations, Sophie. I've got a couple of questions for you. So tell me, why is it that you do what you do?
So growing up, I was exposed to the harsh realities that mental health had. And although some people might find that sad, I find it quite eye-opening. For me, it's a gift because it's allowed me to be understanding, and it's just instinctual in me. I just feel this need and this passion to help people that are vulnerable, and it doesn't feel like an effort. It feels like it's just my job. I just can't help myself, you know. If I see, like yesterday, I saw a lady just sat in a wheelchair on her own, and she looked quite happy, but I had to ask, "Are you okay?" You know, it's just one of those things, and I think people feel that they've got to have this big title against their name, you know, like they've got to hold this role in society to make big differences, and actually you don't. You know, they come from just you and I. Just a smile at a stranger can make someone's day. I never ever expected in a million years to inspire so many people, and I am absolutely mind blown I'm even stood here, but I'm so proud because I've been in the gutter too this year, you know. It's been really challenging. The expectations of me as a mum, as a citizen, as just a woman has been incredibly overwhelming, and to think that despite that I've still lifted others and helped them has just been amazing, obviously with the help of everyone, but yeah, I just so proud.
Amazing, and as you said, it has been quite a difficult year. So tell us, how did you get to being here today?
I'm a go-getter.
Yes.
I am impulsive, but it's driven through passion, and I've always been like that. And my friends and family joke about the fact that I come up with all these innovative ideas, and it's like, oh, what's next? I am so like that, but I just think that, I don't know, I that's what gets me going, you know. I don't like to sit on ideas. Obviously I assess them to make sure there's no risk anyone could get hurt, but if it's something that could and quite possibly improve a situation, then why not? And yeah, I just think I really try, especially online, to be quite an honest and open and real person, especially in parenting and just in life. I talk about my anxiety quite a lot. I have like a high function anxiety, which is why I'm speaking very fast right now.
You're doing fab, you're doing fab.
See, literally. But I just embrace that about myself now, and for so long I hid that away, but it has qualities, you know, it does. I am impulsive. My poor husband, oh my God, like he literally gets dragged from pillar to post, and obviously when I set up this mission to help children at Christmas, I told him that it was on a little scale, like, you know, 4 families, it'll be fine, and then when it got to like 45 and there were like hundreds of children, it was like, wow, okay. But he just embraces that and accepts me and loves me for that. And I think if you've got people around you that do that, then you don't feel like you need to hide.
Easy.
It's so easy. So yeah, I think it's just about being real and letting your heart lead the way, definitely.
Great words. Your passion radiates, Sophie, so congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, I love it.
The Inspirational Women of Portsmouth Awards also supports the work of parks.
Artists are integral in the way that we have conversations around difficult topics. Pamodzi Creatives and the Neptune Girls have put together this short film about domestic violence. Please watch.
Heart that's full up like a landfill, a job that slowly kills you, bruises that won't heal. You look so tired, unhappy, bring down they don't speak for us. I'll take a quiet life, a handshake of carbon monoxide, and no alarms and no surprises, no alarms and no surprises. Silent, silent. This is my final fit, my final bellyache, and no alarms and no surprises, no alarms and no surprises, no alarms and no surprises, please. Such a pretty house and such a pretty garden, no alarms and no surprises, no alarms and no surprises, no alarms and no surprises, please.
For far too many, last year was a difficult year, with many lives being lost to the COVID-19 pandemic. In honour of one of those lost, we name one of our community awards to a trailblazer who made a massive impact before she left us.
Anita spent over 30 years of her life supporting the learning disability community in the local area. Having raised 2 children with complex needs herself, when her 2 daughters sadly passed away, Anita dedicated her time to improving the lives of those who face similar challenges in life, developing a day service in 2013 and then creating her social enterprise, Lily and Lime LD, in 2014 to provide workplace skills, qualifications and training and future job prospects for those with a learning disability. I'd like to welcome Tom, her son, to the stage, who's going to tell us a little bit more.
Hi there, my name's Tom. I am Anita's son, also working in her company, Lily and Lime LD. Just so thankful for being able to come up here and have this award named after her. It's such an honour for someone who sacrificed the majority of her life helping those who didn't have opportunities just in a regular world. So yeah, the fact that this award is going to someone who has helped so many people in the local community, and the fact that the award is so specific to the area that we've worked in for so many years is an absolute honour, and it's my absolute privilege to be here to give a little bit more background about my mother, her work, and present the award.
And without further ado, the award recipient for the Anita Godson Award is Jeanette Warren.
I'm not very good at speeches, so I just want to say I'm totally and utterly overwhelmed to accept this award, especially on behalf of yourself and everyone who's involved in the ceremony. I didn't know about this ceremony before, so it's another thing that I can now go and work on, because I love to inspire people, and I'm so grateful just to even be here today. It's fantastic. I just want to thank every single person who supported me. That's PITC, everyone there, their work's great. Richmond Motor Group, my bosses, my best friends, my little girl for inspiring me every day, and my mum, who's awesome. And a special thank you to Christian Burgess, because he's just great and inspires me, gives me so much of his time. And to you guys, I'm just bowled over. Thank you so much.
No worries, congratulations. I've got a couple of questions for you, if that's all right. So obviously Pamodzi is all about celebrating the tribe of women that have got you to where you are today. Could you tell us about who those people are for you?
Okay, so I have, firstly, my two best friends, who are just fantastic. They are both single mums. They rock it. They literally get me up every day and say, you're worthy. You know, one of them nominated me and she's like, you need to accept it, it's great. She's the only person I've told. So here I am. I come from Portsea and it's such a tight-knit community. Everyone there is so supportive. They all get behind you. There's no I in team. I can't fundraise or do anything that I do without all of those people backing me, and they back me constantly. All of the small businesses, just everyone, they're just great, literally. I'm surrounded by so many amazing people.
You're surrounded by amazing people, but we know that this year's been a particularly difficult one. So for you, what has been the most difficult part of this last year?
Okay, for me, this is just kind of something that I did because I love to help people. It's just this is how I've been brought up. The hardest part for me, honestly, was to get people to take up the scheme, to get people to sort of like swallow what they call their pride, even though they didn't need to do that to take the help. But to get people to come forward was really the hardest part. And that's sort of been it's so difficult to reach out and say, let me help you, take the help, I want to give you something back. You know, a lot of them are my customers from the pub where I work, and they're elderly, and of course without them I wouldn't have a job. So for me they're single and on their own and elderly, and some of them have disabilities, and just the thought of them not having to be able to go out and stress out about cooking a meal, that's the hardest part, has been to get them to take that help. Yeah,
definitely. Look, Jeanette, you're an inspirational woman of Portsmouth. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Back to another excerpt of the Wearing Mum's Makeup project. Please enjoy the beautiful words of Cara Mew. This is a content warning. In this next video, there is some sensitive and explicit language used.
I am the lover, the mother, the daughter and friend, the stranger, the danger, the nobody, the end. I am the dreamer, a screamer, a rumour and bleeder. I am the earner, a learner, a winner, once breeder. I am the non-sleeper, the weeper, the doubter, the thinker, the creator, the doer, the sneezer, the tea drinker. I am the heartbreak, the partake, the mistake, the laughter, the dyslexic, the hectic, the electric, the hereafter. I am the unforgettable, the regrettable, the photographer, the simple, the maker, the downer, the smiler, the dimple. I am the unconfident, the confident, the guide, the stubborn, the sitter, the picker, the pinner, the pardon. I am menstrual, sensual, visual and sexual. I am casual, gradual, punctual and textual. I am the shaven, the safe haven, the tickler. I am the lap, the cat lover, the rediscoverer, the parent. I am the proud clap. I am the nursemaid, the housemaid, the bridesmaid. I am the afraid, the upgrade, the mermaid, the self-made, a crusade. I am the wildfire, the transpire, the guilty, the sturdy. I am the narrator, the liberator, the look, the wordy. I am simplistic, the realistic. I am a helper and an answer. I am a tear, the fear, a passionate dancer. I am the walker, a talker, the temper, the coaxer. I am the security, a maturity, a sadness, a hoaxer. I am the loner, the owner, the dancer, the rectifier, the healthy, the wealthy, the negative, the intensifier. I am the adult, the insult, the polite, the confront. I am the arrogant, the extravagant, the raging, the cunt. I am the never, the clever, the satisfied, the gleam. I am the womb, their classroom, the tiresome, the dream. I am the threat, the sunset, the memento, the perk. I am the credit, the no edit, the unique, that smirk. I am the ruck, a warm fuck, a setback, a wife, milky, so silky, the emotional, the strife. I am the first, the outburst, the kind-hearted. I'm yours. I am the wanderlust, the mistrust, the perfectionist, the lost cause. I'm pleasurable, over measurable, engaging, over aging. I'm profanity, over vanity. I'm incredible, over bearable. I'm curry, over worry. In control, over a fat roll. A name, over self-shame. A contender, over gender. I am gritty, over pretty. But I am not. A leg size, a shirt size, a foot size, a man's prize. I am not. A bra size, a skirt size, a pant size, a franchise. I am not. The self-doubt cries, the tear-filled eyes, the I'm on a diet, hold the fries, the unrealistic body lies. Look at me. Realise, don't pressure me to stylize, that I am not defined by my body size. I care not what you think of me, I'm always more than you will ever see. For I am the lover, the mother, the daughter and friend, the stranger, the danger, the nobody, the end.
I'm excited to show you the final excerpt of the Wearing Mum's Makeup project. Please enjoy the wonderful words of Courtney Mitchell.
Young mummy, yummy mummy, MILF mummy, fun mummy. Young mummy, scummy mummy, too young, too fun mummy. Gay mummy, not straight mummy, not like the other mums at the gate mummy. Two mummies, too many mummies, no daddy, two strange mummies. Brave mummies, promoting change mummies, diverse mummies, so sure mummies. Tattooed mummy, not normal mummy. So different mummy, not like the other mummies. A brown mummy, a round mummy, head in the clouds, feet off the ground mummy. Happy, but unsure mummy. I roar mummy, loving mummy, loud mummy, and always a proud mummy.
Right, I'm going to kick off my heels. I think we're nearly done. Oh. How have you found that, babe?
I loved this. This was just the most amazing, enjoyable experience, and I feel very, very honoured to have been here.
Yes, me too. Thank you very much. We've had a great time tonight, haven't we?
We've had a good time.
Thank you to all of those involved in the awards, to all of those who nominated, to all of those who were nominated, to all of our sponsors, all of the people behind the scenes here at the New Theatre Royal. So, that's that. See you next year. Thank you, and good night. Hang on, I need to get out. What are we going to do now?
We should stay here.
All right then.